Hi, everybody. Hi. Haven't been on since another transit. But we're going to do a little story time. And within the story time, there's always a message and always led to come on when something is needed to be said to help everybody understand the things going on around them as well to keep going, right? So I'm going to wait a minute or two for some people to realize I'm online. And then I'm going to start. I'll explain the planets and the energy right now. For those of you that don't follow the energy in the planets, it's okay. But I guarantee you, once I explain it, it'll be a light bulb moment to those that don't study it to say, okay. You're not combusting. Ding. Okay. So there's that. So Brandy, good morning. So I was led to come on here today from a walk that I just got done taking. Hold on, I'm gonna put the light on so everybody can. All right. I had to take a walk, and that in itself is its own story. But that is what was needed for me to be here right now. So, in that, let's talk about what we just had Saturday, not to mention the weekend that it fell on. The full moon, full moon, pink moon in Libra on Saturday, which was the day after Good Friday and the day before Easter Sunday. So in that, you had the week before Jupiter and Neptune conjuncting in Pisces. So let's explain Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet for expansion and home to Saturn. Shoot your arrow and go, but it's in Pisces. Neptune is home to Pisces. So, take those glasses off, and what are you really seeing? Seven of Swords, even though it's depicted for Aquarius, but really were you really seeing and feeling what you were feeling and seeing? What was that really what was going on? And it expanded whatever it was and going on in your life, on your journey, in your stage of your life, your ascension, your spiritual growth out of religion, and all that you were conformed to believe, right? And then you had, now here you are with Libra, super full moon, to balance the scales and give yourself justice with the sword of truth, with the knowledge gain of truth, and to balance out the reciprocity within it, right? Get it now? In a nutshell, or do you want me to go even deeper? The point is, this week, it's leading everybody, because I always do before to prep yous. I've always been a mirror to reflect back. So however one saw themselves is how they treated me, in front of me, I've always known that. And then I've always been a truth, or the label black sheep of the family, or whatever, however you want to call it. I was always the one in my particular family, not my mom's family, because she was her own black sheep of her family, which she wasn't. She was always, but mine was my mother and my brother and my father, anybody and anything that was within our space. Excuse me for 1 second. Stella, get down. Stella, we are not doing this right now. Thank you very much. Come on, get in here. So where was I going with that? Oh, leading up to telling you and prepping you, and then you take from it. You take from it. Because everybody, and I always say, everybody, good morning, Maria. Everybody has free will and choice. You always had a choice and a direction too, not just one path. All right. No matter what, though, no matter which one you took and are taking, good morning, Gina. We all are getting to the end of the same destination, just different ways, right? So, in saying that, oh, Gina, good. I took a walk to the store from my house, which is very far, and so much was coming to me, and that's why I'm here right now. So in saying that, we have Uranus, the hemorrhoid of the ass, the asshole. No, it's, I'm joking. The planet Uranus. The planet Uranus is in Taurus the Bull. It's been there since January, but it's been retrograde. But now it's direct. And in the 30th of April, all right, there's this major transit. I have to take this from you because this is very important. And I know you're trying to distract, but it's not going to fly today, young lady. Look at how big she got. Look how big she got. So don't even start with me because I will bop you upside the head with. Oh my God. See? Do you see? Do you see? See this? She just shattered the glass. Hold on. Get your ass in here. Get in there. That's it. Broke a glass. The bull, as I'm talking about Uranus, up your ass with the horns with the bull. Yes. Yeah. See? Everything. And this is why I'm on here, because the whole walk was something like this. And that's why I'm here, to remind you guys. And a little story time to get there. And then I'm going to pull cards to help you through the transit. So, I'm telling you, even this situation is a chromatic cycle. That's partly of the things I need to talk to you guys. The chromatic cycle that's in front of you to handle, because that's what surfaced up with your full moon in Libra. It was the hidden, deepest emotions of your inner child, of your missing piece, of why everything transpired in your life, from where. Because the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction showed you that. It expanded on everything. Now, here's your justice, full moon, that release for yourself, okay? And the chromatic cycle saying enough. And now, April 30th, when the transition is with Uranus, the bull up your ass, go justify self, justify truth. Because throughout your life, you've come to know you were never without, you were never forsaken or forgotten, and you never had to have fear and doubts. It was just situations and circumstances and things that happened when you were younger that created it. To break free anew, the April 1st, the shift, that energy shift, that division. That division is because so many more have finally awakened in the sense to know truth and stop living in conformity of whatever that was for everybody's, because everybody and everything is different for them to get to the truth. Okay. Didn't get any ding dong moments that I can pinpoint during this time, but it's not over until that's right. And that's why, and maybe you're going to hear something that's going to help you have it, because maybe Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, something's going to surface up and it's going to be your thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or for you, Marie, because you're in ministry, you're going to have your people that are physically around you, your ratio come to you because of everything I'm saying, and you're going to have that, okay, I'm ready for it because I knew it was coming, so you know how to prepare best for the word to give each. Does that make sense? Okay, so in that, now be prepared for the 30th of April. Ding. Sorry, not for you. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So the 30th, others. Yes. 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 Complete sense. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. So where were we at? April 30th. That's when it's going to be shown and actions took by all of you. Right now, you're sitting in it, planning, facing it, released it, forgiving yourself, and acting accordingly to take actions towards what you know has to be done, period. And whatever it is for you that keeps repeating, whether in characteristics or patterns, may be the same people from the past, may not be, but it may be just the thing of the reoccurrence of the situation happening in the same way for you, or something is happening and not happening to you over and over and over again. Like me. I tell I'm a walking testament. I know what I am. I've always known what I am. And maybe in me, people would think I'm stubborn. A lot of people think I'm stubborn, but they come in periods of my life and witness what they witness to make that assumption that I'm stubborn. And that's okay. I still love unconditionally with an open heart to them, even though, outside looking in, others would be like, what are you doing? No, get away from them. They're bad, but I'm not supposed to, because I'm not the judge and jury. There's only one. It's not even in the courtroom. It's him. However you want to, see him as, God, the universe, oneness. I've always said it, I know God as the oneness. But I do believe in Jesus. I know Jesus because he had to create a physical being to come down here at that time period to speak the word of truth of him. Because they were changing the narrative and creating chaos then. And then was creating our karma for generations. We are the generational breakers. We break all the generational curses per se by what from then. Does that make sense? I know to some I might be talking in code because they're the level of where they're at, but they're going to come to know what I'm saying, because those that know, those that see, as above, so below, so it is, so it be. It's always been in front of you. You know the saying, it's always been right in front of you. It's repeated time after time after time. Yeah. It's always been in plain sight. And those that get it are because they're awakened and ascended, and those that aren't will come to and understand at a later time, but you always get it. So in that, now that leads to me having to express something that came to me on my walk, was that the things that I've channeled, I've messaged, and I've given throughout the years of my videos here on this channel, I'm led to, for the ones that are new, that find this, that just come across this. if you're here, everything is for a reason. Everything is for a reason. It's not, nothing is an accident. And I'm gonna tell you that too. Let me get to this first. And this piece for the new one is for this. Those that have been here and stayed with me throughout, this is your reminder to just breathe. Don't give up just yet. Don't give up. Don't be like, don't do it. No, don't, because I'm a walking testament of all the 10 of swords on my back or the 10 of wands in my hand. Okay. As a testament for use. All right. If you're here, you're led here. So at your leisure, subscribe to the channel. At your leisure, by all means, go to the beginning of my videos. There'll be something there. Go to whichever you're drawn to. Listen, because that might be where you're at in your period of understanding and wanting to know more and understanding everything that happened the last 2 years. Actually, with the news and everything, was told 3 years ago through channeling, but in my way that they gave me for the ones that would find me into comfort to be able to be okay with taking steps forward through their own truth and ascension, out of religion and what people tell them that they have to be and say and do and this and that, the puppets on the string kind of thing, the walk here, listen to the Pied Piper or the carrot. Okay, honey? Heart you even more. Amen. Hi, Lauren. Hi, honey. Hi, beautiful. So there's something there. So again, I'm going to say this piece here. The Jupiter and Neptune conjunction was to expand on what was really in front of everybody. Okay. And to break yourself free from. This full moon in Libra was definitely for, and it was a super full moon. It was definitely for you to have your personal release with the realization of the expansion of everything that's come up for you, and to know that you will have your justice. First with yourself, because you need justice for yourself of the truth that you gain to move forward. And then the comfort level to know that everything up until this point, you were already shown that you were never forsaken or forgotten. You were never really alone, but you were led to believe from where? From when you were younger of something. And that expanded to show you so that you can move forward. Okay. Again, and then the 30th, Uranus in Taurus the Bull, because it's there already. It's going to be there for 26 years, believe it or not. I think it's 26 years. It's going to be in Taurus the Bull, the Uranus, but it was retrograde. So it was rewiring, making you see all the things you needed to see of why you didn't take action. Now go. Okay. Who's the full return that has left within those last couple of years, 3 years? You won't recognize them, but you'll recognize one that makes any sense, if it makes sense. Yes, it does. Yes. So I'm walking. Okay, so here's the story. And then I'm going to get to the message for everybody to help them have their, okay, I'm right on track for self. I'm not going to feel sorry no more. There is no guilt. There is no shame. There is no fear. And it's okay. It's okay. Because I know truth. Okay? So I'm walking. Why am I walking? Well, how many of you guys have been with me from the beginning? And I say I'm a walking testament that things happen to me and it's to show you to keep going. And some would think I'm a stubborn person, and why do I keep doing this to myself? Who said I'm doing it to myself? I'm walking the path, okay? And I'm remaining untainted heart or a closed heart, because I know I'm a healer. I know who I am, right? So the thing with my son years ago, what happened to my son? And I had an opportunity, and I was going to buy a house, and I didn't. And I used the money for my son to get him out, get him a lawyer. but I lost my house and I was out, right? So they had to go back to my ex-husband for till I got myself back together, right? Then get him out and I get him a job and I take him to work. Listen, this is all for you guys because my story is going to help wherever you are at in your life. You may be dealing with just certain friend groups, or you might be dealing with, children, or you may be dealing, whatever it is, fit it to your narrative for you to know that we're all going through something, even me, to show us, to free us. Okay. All right. So I was taking him to work years ago, and he would only give me enough money for gas to take him to work and nothing else. And then my car, the engine blew in the forest, no less, because of the oil, right? Now, mind you, I'm doing everything I can, but I'm still not seeing, I'm staying unconditional love. I'm doing everything out of love. And I know that where there's a will, there's a way, and there's always a way. So I just keep going. I keep going, because I justify, well, I go, if he doesn't go to work, he can't make the money to pay the lawyer. That's it, I'm trying to justify, and I'm a mother. You do for your children, period. You conform, let me tell you what, I did so much for my children that in the divorce, I got the house for the children, and I fought. And there was a time where I lost my job and I was almost in foreclosure, and my mortgage was only $410. Okay. $410. Okay. I was almost at foreclosure because it was 3 months behind back then. And I was afraid. I was like, I can't lose the house for the kids. And then I know what it's like to be without. So I try not to give my kids without, because I was homeless. I know what that feeling is. And then I became homeless 2 other times in the last 10 years. But I was fine. Okay. And why? I became homeless for my kids. Doing. And then when I'm saying I'm tired, I need help, no one hears me. But, because, and why? And that's another thing. I'm saying all this. Why? You know why? Because my one son always sees me get knocked down and get right back up. Doesn't understand it, but does it. So he's like, this is another time mommy's, she'll be fine. Well, guess what? I just lost my car Monday. They came and took my car. I've been telling them for months, I need some help here. Okay. I'm doing all I can. And they don't understand that. No one understands that, but yet they don't want to understand that. And the ones you love, you want to believe that they would, but they're not. And that's okay, because they're not where you've been. And because you're a knower. Right? So I have 10 days to get my car back. And the whole time when they took the car, because he rang the bell to ask me at 1:00 in the morning, he didn't have to do that. He doesn't know who's behind the door. Right? Could have been but I opened the door, and the only thing I was worried about is, oh boy, please don't take the car. I've been trying, I'm almost there. If once my son wakes up, he's going to be upset because he co-signed for me. I'm still worried about my son rather than myself. And all the while, I'm doing everything I can by myself. I'm always doing everything by myself for them, because it's not nobody else's place but me. So I'm a walking testament for them, and I'm giving them choices, and I know what's going on. I know this is God's lesson for them and test for me. Even with this dog, because this dog goes back 10 years, not even this particular dog is the same situation as my point. My ex-husband, when I was getting the divorce, was pissed off that he thought he could have it all and I couldn't take it no more. So I was buying luggage to take me and my kids back to Jersey so I could be closer to family for support to raise 3 little kids. And he was not trying to have me go with them. So he's bought a dog so that my son, Darren, same son that got this dog, would fall in love with it and be nagging me the whole time as I was visiting, trying to reestablish myself to make me come back to Florida to stay here. Because how dare you try to leave, and not still stay married to me after he had an affair for 3 years publicly in the town we lived in and thought it was okay. And now here my son, I said, no, don't get a dog. I can't have a dog in this house. It's not my house. Still got a dog. And yes, of course I love the dog. A dog has no fault. They're unconditional love. But the point is Libra full moon, Libra justice. Things will come back to show you. Are you going to clear it out? This is your justice. Here's your moment. Or you're going to repeat a cycle. And are you going to take a stand for yourself and not be afraid? Or are you going to put your tail between your legs and deal with it again? Because either way, life is happening for you to show you. And what is it showing you? Truly, what is it showing you? It's showing you that life in the life here is truly to be happy, love, beauty, respect, nature. You have everything. You've always had everything. He created everything within 6 days and rested on the 7th. The plants, I was sitting outside, the weeds. I'm watching people cut the grass and I'm looking at mine. It's not cut, but I don't care that it's not cut because I'm looking at what people see as weeds, as beautiful nature and healing things. These herbs are to heal you naturally. Dandelions, the weeds, the wish-me-nots, that's actually healthy for you, good for you. But, you want pristine grass. Understandable, of course, Of course, you want the finer things in life. Everybody deserves it. If that's what you're going after, go for it because you deserve it. You deserve whatever it is you want. You're entitled to it all. You're not, this is entitled. All right. Now listen, so my son's seeing me he sees the car gone and he's like, the car's not there. I'm like, listen, don't come at me right now. Cause I already know. He's like, well, you better fix this. I'm like, I am trying to, but I've been telling you guys, I need some help around here, but you weren't listening. So now there's this and you know what? Leave me alone. And he did, left me alone, and I got 2 more days and I'm halfway there. I went from not having no way but now I'm a little over halfway of the amount to have it back. And trust me, the minute I get my car back, everything else that came up to me in thought, in dream, and surfaced up for even myself during this, if nothing's happening and no one's calling, please say thank you, because it's his way to keep you still, because they're trying to show you something. Say thank you. Thank you for the protection. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the time. Okay? Because the minute I get that car back, guess what else Angie's doing? He showed me, get your damn divorce papers out. I haven't seen my divorce papers since my divorce. Okay? And sure enough, lo and behold, regardless of my reasons why I'm not in that house at the moment, which was all for protection of my children, because to go back to the 3 months behind when I lost the job, then he's like, oh, let me come back. I'll help you. I'll stay here long enough just to help you. I'm like, nope, no, you come in this house, you ain't gonna leave. No way. I'll figure out a way. Oh, what are you going to do? You can't do nothing. You know how hard it was to get this job, and who's going to hire you with 3 kids? You're always going to need to take off because the school's going to call and this and that. And that was another thing. I got tired of that while I was married, belittling me like no one's going to want you because you have 3 little kids and who's going to do that? Oh my goodness. I was like, you don't realize the blessing I was for you, but that's okay. I'm done. I'm out. You know what I mean? I was like, no. And then he used again my kids. Tell mommy to, let me help. And, mommy, let daddy come. He wants to help. He wants to help. And I did for them. And he didn't leave. He refused to leave because he was there. So what did I do? To avoid confrontation, not try to bring the cops involved. Don't go to court, because why? I know everybody has bigger things going on. I got to just, put my tail between my leg and Ange, how do you get out of this one? You know what Ange did? She left her house and rented a house and it was like triple, and it's still triple what my mortgage was. But for what? To be free, right? So something told me, get your damn divorce papers out. Look at your divorce papers. And sure enough, on the divorce papers, the judge granted me the house. Period. But there was a stipulation he wanted worded, because he never wanted me to leave Florida with the kids. Now they're grown. There's no fucking reason for me to be here. And I know that, right? But why am I still here? I question that. Why the hell am I still in Ocala, Florida? What is still here there's a reason why I'm still here? I finally, out of aggravation, I said, why? And this is all during this past 2 weeks, honey. Okay. And it was because I need to close this cycle out. I'm like, finally, I know why. I was holding on to the attachment of myself, not wanting to let my kids go because I love them so much. And by hook or by crook, I'm going to shove it down their throats to love each other and be there for each other. And don't listen to nobody else. But the truth is, be of truth. In actuality, I wasn't ready to let them go myself, because I want to make sure that they have a solid foundation and they're not fed lies still, right? But then they're showing me, them meaning my guides and God, and trust me, this is going to be something for you, whatever. It may not be exactly what I'm saying, but my story is going to help somebody, something to say, you know what, that's right, enough. Whether it's friends or whatever it is, okay? But it's showing me not even my own children, as much as, as much as everything that they are to the outside world, which I'm utterly grateful, because they are beautiful gentlemen. They're gorgeous. They're, they're good. They are. But the way they are avoiding me in my situation, where I even try to justify, they shouldn't be helping their mother. I'm the mother. I should be helping them, kind of thing, because we, as, parents, you don't. But no, as much as I shove down their throats, you be there for each other, you always stick by each other, love each other, because, in the end, be there for one another. I'm like, but who the hell's here for me right now? Not even them. And I'm like, what? That was a slap, but it was needed for me. You know why? Because I had to let go of the attachment I had to them, because they were showing me. And I was like, well, damn. Okay, cool. Got it. So the minute I get my car, so help me, I'm going to get my car. I don't know how. I just know. I know I'm going to get my car. And the minute I get my car back, I'm going right to fucking Home Depot. I'm buying a for sale sign, putting it on the lawn of my house, because it is my house, because I gave him 4 opportunities to buy me out, this or that. There were 3 incidences last year that I asked him, hey, by the way, since this happened, do you mind when you get this, can I have, because I could use it? No. Do you mind it? No. And then he went and got a loan. And that's when I realized last year that he can't do shit without my signature. But I still did it for the greater good of the value of the house for my kids. And then I'm like, and he's sitting there, and God's showing me this week, like, are you done? I'm like, oh, I said, listen, I'm going to do this. But boy, oh boy, put the armor on me, because it's about to friggin' rumble. The walls of Jericho in this situation for me. You know what I mean? Because the minute he sees that for sale sign on his front lawn, I'm going to get a phone call. And he's going to be like, what the fuck is it? And I'm going to be like, yo, you know what? I tried even with you, but you had a free will and choice, and you keep choosing what you choose. So I'm finally going to love myself in a moment and say, you know what? Yeah, no. Because I give and I give and I give and I give. And I still, even in the situation that I'm about to embark on with this, to close this out so I can get the fuck up out of Ocala, Florida and be wherever I'm going, I still have an open heart and I still have unconditional love. I just don't have to like you. It's okay not to like somebody or dislike a person in the moment. That's okay. Okay, disliking somebody is not a bad thing, but and you know what? I don't even dislike him. I just want him the hell out of my life. How do I get rid of this situation? Well, grab your balls, Ange, and fucking be Angie from Brooklyn, and because you got a backing. Stop running in fear. And it was never fear. I was just saving energy and for my kids back then. I didn't want to show argument or fights or don't worry, baby, it's going to be okay. And I avoided. Okay. And it wasn't so much I was choosing my battles. Well, yeah, to a degree I was choosing my battles. I was just wanting him to go away, but he wasn't going away. He was still, and I'm like, fuck, man, why won't this person go away? Oh, this is why. Because I have to be the one, because I'm the one, not only for myself, but a testament to show them this is how you treat a woman. Because that was the whole reason why I got divorced to begin with. I was raising my boys to become men and stellar and with values and morals and everything, And at the time, no. There was a purpose for me being married to him, and it was always to love the child he had, because I was always told I could never have kids. So I loved the child that wasn't my own, and that's why I married him, And then I was graced with 3 beautiful children, and they're a reason and a purpose, and they're going to see their life reason, I knew I was meant to have that, but that was it. I'm done. And I blocked his number 2 weeks ago when I realized, I'm like, why are you calling me about my son that's already almost 19? Yeah, no, I have my own relationship with my kids. I don't need to talk to you no more. And I blocked his number. Like, you have no reason to call me now. There's no reason for that. I don't need communication with you because of our kids. They're grown. I have my own relationship with them. Good luck. You know what I mean? While you're sitting in my house, I'm going to handle that last piece right there. You're so proud of me? I'm tired. That's what I told him. I was like, I'm tired. Can I be happy for you and sad for Ocala? Oh, Charles. No, baby. Oh, I love you, Charles. Hey, Libra. Charles, it's not even when I say I want to get out of Ocala, honey, it has nothing to do with I love the people, and that's another thing. The ones that I am connected to, I love them all. I love them all individually for their own reasons and things, and the relationships we form and have together or individually. I don't dislike Ocala. I dislike the feeling that I feel. I'm going to use my words carefully because I stopped myself. And even he stopped me. He's like, there's moments where I feel suffocated here. And I could be anywhere and feel this. That's why I tell everybody, don't run to another town. Don't run away, because no matter where you go, it's still going to be with you because it's within you. And that's everything. God, feelings, all of that. So you handle it, you face it. Now, I'm eating your chocolate. Don't you dare. Is it my Jack Daniels? I want the regular Jack this time instead of the honey Jack chocolate. I love you, George. Thank you for cracking up. But he got some. Anyway, stop distracting me. But no, I will have a base. My base, as a Cancer, I need to have a nurturing base, but I also need to be free to go wherever. I was never meant to be suffocated and chained. Nobody is supposed to feel suffocated and chained and caged. We're all free birds. We're all meant to be and feel free. And there goes the other thing. So when everybody's saying, I don't know why people don't want to work right now. No, a lot of them probably do want to work, but they just don't want to work where they've been working because they didn't feel appreciated. So as what led to COVID situation, in essence, true essence, it was our time versus like the biblical times. It was our time to, what was God going to create? Not to say it was bad, good, bad. Please, please, please go deeper with what I'm saying and understanding. It was to get everybody to slow the hell down. Stop. Really look around you. Look around your house. Look around you. Look at your family. Do you remember the closeness? Have you lost that because everybody was too busy? And then everybody started seeing and then harnessing in, because they couldn't leave their house, harnessing in on what was hobbies or things they liked that they just dabbled in when they had free time. Now they had all the time in the world, and they realized something within themselves, your own justification for your true joy. Yeah. And started realizing, and creating what was meant to be. That saying, if only you were justifying it for yourself. Follow your passion, and your work is not work. It's joy. It's happiness. If you're doing what you love, then it's not work. And everybody has a purpose. Even the trash guys, the service guys. I love watching everybody because they genuinely, some of them do have a job just to have a job because they need a paycheck. But it's those people, literally, really, truly, all those people that I got to get a job because I got to get a job because I need. They're all coming to say, I want to be free. I want to do what I want to do. And that's all that it was. It used to be where everybody was a community. Everybody was a community, you help each other out. Well, one doesn't have somebody else's house, and you be there for each other. And that's how I live. That's why I always feel like I'm not home. I don't know where home is, but I make it a home. And people that come in my house, all of them always say, man, it's so peaceful here. It's so this. And because I create a space for everybody to feel good and comfortable and relax and exhale. Because I'm a knower. I've always been that. And people today still, oh man, why are you still single? Because the man I'm going to be with is not from here. And a lot of people thought that I was talking about a particular person that happens to live or was born in another state, and I'm waiting. But that's where they're at in their mind frame. I always knew he's not from here, literally. Literally. You know what I mean? Anyway, so whatever's surfacing up, acknowledge it for yourself, free yourself from it, say thank you, it came up, but no, whatever it is, it's to free you so you can be light as a feather. And even what came up for me, I'm light as a feather. I'm a friggin' hot air of a balloon, not a hot air balloon. Some would think I'm a hot air balloon, but the helium balloons, just I am that free bird. Everybody knows it. But I'm also like, I'm a bulldozer. I just keep going. But then I finally screamed out, and And they're like, the reason why you're still here, Ange, is because you got to close out a cycle. I'm like, what the fuck do I got to close out? And I even said fuck. Excuse me, I'm not sorry I curse. All right, well, whatever, and then we already have that little discussion. He wants family and friends. He doesn't want chained up, no. He wants family and friends. So be authentic. And to a degree. And I'm sorry. I love my bar people. My bar people are so amazing, hardworking, and they just want to have a nice cold drink and be around people they feel comfortable with. Discernment, everything and everybody, please. Discernment. Okay, I want to say that because you know what? Every single being in that bar that I know, that too is like hey, by the way, because that used to be the bar my ex-husband used to go to under a different owner and a different time. But yeah, dirty bikers. I love my bikers. My bikers are fucking awesome. I'm sorry. I defend them. I'm the ass. I'm the ass for when we go riding. If I'm not on the back of a bike, which I don't usually am on the back of a bike because they think I'm somebody's old lady and I'm nobody's old lady, but I stay in the back of the car and I make sure nobody screws with them as they're riding. Anyway, where am I going? You're going to be fine. And one last thing before I get to the cards. The people that, like, oh, they must be going through a midlife crisis. This doesn't apply for all. This does not apply for all people that go through midlife crisis or that term. But there are some that the reason why they're doing and acting and being the way they are, what others will call midlife crisis, is truly their own inner realization and ascending, ripping conformity of society and what they were told to live a certain way, to ascend, get out of, religion into spirituality. Some, not all. So it's an enlightenment. Exactly. So there's that, because I had to say that too for somebody, because maybe somebody's going to watch this later on and that piece is for them. So you keep going, whoever you are. And all of you keep going wherever and whatever stage you're at. So I'm going to do this reading, and then I got 2 days to come up with the rest of the money to get my car back. And that will be a testament to show them. All right. You had your opportunity to help and you didn't. So trust, and believe that. And I told them too. I'm like, baby, please, somebody, all of you, or even my other son. That's another story, but that's another time. And that's why he don't talk to me. And the minute I try to talk to him, he's like, stop, Ma, don't talk. Because he knows I'm a knower. And the minute I say something, it happens. But I'm trying to tell him, I already foresee this. And I'm trying to prevent it. And he don't even want to. I'm like, That's why I told him, I said, don't you dare say something, because I've been telling you, you didn't want to hear me. You didn't want to talk to me. Me, what? Oh, you needed to hear that? All right. So for the week ahead, because this is going to be a heavy week, because I had the tower show up on elemental signs for the full moon on the TikTok. And the tower at this point is a good thing. Let it fall apart. It was a faulty foundation. You're rebuilding stronger, solid, new, and indestructible, because you know why? Because you have the truth and it lies within you. So here we go. Woo-wee. Awakening, the grand awakening. All right. For everybody, for this Uranus April 30th coming up, what do you want them to be prepared for? What lies ahead for all? And what were they needing? Here it is. Look, 9 of Wands. Every time you took action, feel like it didn't work out, but all it was spiritual strength and a deep knowing to complete something. Look at that. Oh, the Star card, a delayed wish, healing. The Star card, the delayed wish from the healing as you pour out your emotions into the ocean and use your tears that you cried where others thought you were vulnerable and weak. No, honey, that was pure love. You're pouring onto the earth and rising and blossoming anew because you got the crown chakra secrets, messages being revealed. Know that this is your healing and your delayed wish, the delayed wish of whatever you cried out for, wanting for yourself to understand. And secrets are being revealed as far as divine messages. Keep listening to the voice in your head. It's not you going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's your higher self telling you keep going. It's God. It's what, it's spirit. 8 of Wands. Things coming fast. The Yes card, the happiest card in the deck. You're reaching for the stars. You're happy. And that's another thing. It's okay to be in a moment of stillness and sad or down, but don't stay there. Bring up your vibration. Be happy about this now. If you have already had a couple of days or weeks or months of just wallowing of the realization of everything that was coming, you're like, oh man, no. Now it's time. Let's get happy. Let's get happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 bubbles, 7 spirits, 7 angels around you. 7. And that's another 7. And look, the 7 is in this. The 7 is in this. And the 7 is all the bubbles, all the spirits. Okay. See, 777. That's, now my ears. Okay. Happiness is ahead. It's going to be, everything is coming fast, everybody. What's coming fast? Everybody's clarity, sort of truth. Sharp. Okay. What's coming sharp? What is sharp? The waiting game. See, we're walking around the rings, the yellow brick road. Please go back to my earlier videos. That's how I was channeling to help people about the wizard behind the curtain. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Remember years ago? And now you can put piece all together, everything that's been going on that actually I was channeling them, but in a different way, about Disney, about the studios, about the things. Oh my goodness. Wow. I love you. I love you. I love you. But that indecision, that waiting game's over. You're facing your shadow side of your own emotions. The moon helped you see something. That's a 9. 8 and 1 is 9, coming to a completion. Ooh. And whatever it shows you, yes, you were conflicted and you feel defeated, but you're going down. You're going down the stairs. You're changing. What? What are you changing? You're talking. Look at the 5s now coming. The 5s are coming. The change. You're going to talk about your emotions and what surfaces up. You're going to talk about your desires and break free, your sacral chakra. All right. And you're done with the suffering in silence. That's a 9, coming to a completion of the anxiety. You're over it. You're looking towards the sun at the top of your cliff. You're going to talk about the things you desire, and that's it. That's it. That's it. Listen to me. That's it. That's it. Say thank you for the time. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you and appreciate. But where I'm at, and I give love. I am love. But right now at this stage in my life where I'm at, I need to move forward. And in order for me to move forward, I am doing this. And also, while we're at it, I know you don't understand, but it's not for you to understand me, but only for myself. Does not mean I don't care. I don't love. I don't appreciate. It's just where I'm at right now. I cannot afford for myself to live unhappy in whatever sense, whatever it is. And if those that truly know love will understand, love, and appreciate you and be there with encouragement and love and understanding. Those that aren't still are in a piece of ego, in a sense, because they put a condition to love, whatever that is. Love was never meant to have a condition. I love you so long as, no, fuck that. Excuse me. That's not love. Love is unconditional. Period. And that's why I've been alone even when I wasn't alone. Like in my marriage, I was alone in my marriage, man. I was so alone in my marriage. Everybody knew it too. The people that know. And you know what's funny? Not funny. Not funny. You know it's not funny. But life is showing him too. Like everybody he got, rest in peace, all of them. You hear what I just said? Rest in peace, all of them. Everybody he hung out with, like his boys that used to come to my house and eat my food and love and laugh and everything, they're all gone. He's the only one left. And he actually had a heart attack and had like heart surgery. So he got his second chance. And I'm watching all this and I'm telling, and I'm like, I'm sitting here watching all this. You have your second chance. How are you going to play out the second part of your life? You know what I mean? And he's still doing certain things. And he's still, so it's not, I try to tell you people don't want to listen to me. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to look like a selfish bitch. I'm ready for it because I know it's coming because I already seen it, you're being a bitch. Oh, what the hell? Who's that? Yup. Well, don't worry about it, guys. Whatever you're doing, don't worry about it. Because you're pure. Meditate. Okay. You are your own firm foundation. Look at this. 5 of Wands. The drama, the struggle, the internal struggle, and the fight. The fight to stay on the chariot, on this divine path. Have the strength you need. Okay, because you are strength. You are courage of the past. 6 of Cups. Look at this. Let go of the things that were being held on to. 4 of Pentacles. Let go of the things that you were holding on to. Choose a direction. Draw the line in your sand. 7 of Wands. Boundaries. Because you're all being enriched and enlightened with a whole different perspective on what to work on. 8 of Pentacles. Knowing truly now how to perfect what you come to find out for you, what truly the meaning and the depth of tangibility, foundation, money mean to you and whatever you're working on. Because you did plant the seeds. 7 of Pentacles, and you're watching everything, and you're reflecting on everything. But look, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy, because the planets are in Capricorn still, to bring you full circle with the world, to complete everything that's been toxic and breaking free from the toxicity of the chains, to bring you to your 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness. That's what this week's energy is about. So yes, in fact, it does feel heavy, but heavy in a good way. Oh, okay. You come at the very end. I would love for you to listen to it at your leisure today from the beginning, but this is for leading everybody for this coming April 30th of Uranus and Taurus and everything that's happened from the Jupiter conjunction, full moon Saturday, and all this week's feeling of heaviness. But the heaviness is for good things, The rebuilding the walls of Jericho, because you broke it down. Okay. All right, my loves. I got to get at it. I got to get off here and finish out figuring out what I can do and how I can get the rest to get the car back. All right. I love yous. I love yous all. Keep going. Keep going. Love yous all.